He was right. I was being the jerk.
I got you. Yeah, I will defend my brothers. I will defend the weak. I will pursue and fight evil so others may sleep. I am the sheepdog, protecting the night. Wolf hunters unite. Bring it on. It's time to fight.
What's up, guys? Mike the Cop, and before we get into today's content, I am proud to tell you that this video is sponsored by the Shaving God. This video is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Now, I turn down a lot of opportunities to work with different companies or individuals that want me to give them a shout out, and they'll even, be willing to pay me. But Dollar Shave Club is different. Why? Why? Because I've already been using Dollar Shave Club for like almost a year. How do you think I tamed this beautiful mane? A lot of police departments are actually stuck in ancient facial hair policies. You can't have like a groomed beard, but you can have a mustache that makes it seem like you should drive in a van with no windows with rolled up carpet in the back. They have policies where you can't have a manicured beard, but apparently you can have the type of mustache that means you were at one point in a different industry. You can't have a manicured beard. You can't have a good looking beard like a real man should, but you can have a mustache that makes it look like you can't go within 500 feet of certain public establishments. For those of you that can't have beards at work, I'm sorry, but there's a solution. Dollar Shave Club. It's blocking your view. All right, what's in the box? Real quick. First of all, they're running a special. The link that you need to go to capitalize on this, it's like $5. I should have looked at their email. I don't know the price, but it's cheap. A toothbrush. Wait. There's a toothbrush. Dollar Shave. Keep teeth clean. Got a razor handle. Razor magazine. The real magic of Dollar Shave Club. Wait, your face is not a wheel of cheese. Don't grate it. Okay. The real magic is this shave butter. I don't know who Dr. Carver is, but he's a freaking genius. It says for effortless, delightful shaving, and I must say, I am delighted when I do shave my face. You want a peppermint kick for that toothbrush that comes in the shaving kit? Problem solved. Where's the butt wipes? I got gypped. Dollar Shave Club has butt wipes. Don't ask me how I know. All right, seriously guys, by going to my link, you can get one of 3 different boxes for just $5 to check them out. You've got the shaving set that's gonna come with the handle, the razors, the prep, the shave butter, and even a post-shaving dew. Or their shower starter set, which has the body lotion, the shampoo, ginger face scrubs, all that kind of stuff for your manscaping needs. Bottom line is, I like Dollar Shave Club, and you can try it out for $5. All right, so what's the lesson that I was talking about earlier? The reason I titled that video this. I remember there was a time when I was at the front desk, and midnight shift, early on in the shift, we had a lady who was a victim of a crime. And yes, she was a victim of a crime. And so there's part of me that, your heart goes out to people who are victims of something. But sometimes even victims can be very, very difficult people to deal with. Just because they're a victim doesn't make them someone you would probably be friends with or someone that is going to treat you kindly. And through a long night of dealing with her, report writing, and other issues surrounding this crime, trying to track down the suspect in the crime, all of that, it had consumed my shift. So now we're talking about it's become the middle of the night, 3, 4 in the morning, and she comes back into the lobby because she thinks that she had forgotten her keys there. And I was irritated, not gonna lie. I was pretty much fed up with this woman. And I talked to her rudely. I was blatantly put out by her and how much she was annoying me at that point. Even though she was the victim and I was in a position to be trying to help her deal with that. And I had a lieutenant at the time sitting off on one side of me who kind of took it all in. He didn't step in and interrupt or anything like that, but after she walked out of the lobby, he says, "Hey, I want to talk to you for a second," and basically says, "Would you talk to your mom, your mother that way or someone that you loved that way if they were a victim of a crime? Even if they're annoying, even if they're hard to put up with for a while, is that how you would want another cop to come talk to them? In the moment, I didn't take the criticism well. I kind of brushed it off, kind of stewed for a little bit. But after a few days, I realized, you know what? He was absolutely correct. He was right. I was being the jerk. She didn't necessarily make it easy on me to be nice, but that's not an excuse. At the end of the day, the lesson is this: we can never, ever control how anyone, under any circumstance, treats us, but we can always, under any circumstance, control how we treat others, how we respond to difficult situations, to difficult conversations, to difficult people. Will we do it perfectly? Absolutely not. And just because a cop fails at doing that at times doesn't mean that they're a bad cop, doesn't mean that they should just be fired because they had a bad day and got stressed and let that get the best of them. It does mean that we all have the ability to control how we respond to people. And that is a lesson I think is valuable, not just for cops, but it's valuable for anybody in the service industry, in the public service sphere, first responders. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's good advice for life. And I'm not a life coach, so you take it or leave it. But if we could just take responsibility for how we treat people, if everybody was committed to doing that just a little bit more today than they were yesterday, that's a step in the right direction. So there's my lesson. There's my life lesson. And this is perhaps one of the most wisest videos I've ever made, if I do say so myself.